the YR a couple days ago. Blah blah blah. There. Okay, give it a couple of minutes here. All right, give me a couple of minutes. So, how's everything going, Arky?
Okay.
Right there, yeah. Kind of, we got so much sidetracked with all the bullshit that was going on the past few shows that we forgot. Oh, we're supposed to do novelty songs. Well, now's our chance to make up for that.
Yeah, and well, we'll get into it. I was going to say there's definitely two types of novelty songs.
Hmm.
Well, there's more than that, but there's two distinct types. There's the ones
Hmm.
that are original, you might say, and then
Hmm.
there's the ones that are parodies of existing songs.
And the king
Yes,
of that's
Weird Al
Weird Al. We're
Yankovic.
gonna yeah,
Yep.
we're gonna have to give a lot of time and talk about him because he's the
Yeah, so
main.
he's the main one himself. Well, let's not forget he came up with a few originals himself there, like the song "Dare to Be Stupid" from '85.
Now,
That
now,
was
with
me.
all due respect, I'm sorry I joined again. Arik, I said, "Oh shit, he's here," because I literally mentioned you like 30 seconds before you came in. I ain't mean it in any
Ah,
way. I ain't mean to be disrespectful. The floor is all yours, my good sir. You guys have a good show. Thank you.
Okay.
right. All right, there. Here's the article that is sent to YR. This is from fullinbloom.com here. Whitesnake's David Coverdale was recently diagnosed with an infection. He said this in this long statement here. Check this out. As stated earlier, I am still under doctor's orders of bed rest and not to sing for 5 days as I recover from this sinus infection. That time frame included the show in Zagreb. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. This Saturday, July 2nd, so we are unfortunately to have to cancel that show as well. This is obviously very sad for us, especially our band members that we're getting to perform our home before hometown crowds. Michael Lupe, our Italian stallion, was looking forward to playing in Milan in front of his friends and family. And of course, Dino Del Gelslick
DeLuca.
Duluca. Okay. Hmm. Because it's spelled a different way here. But the pride of Croatia was going to able to give his all in his hometown
Croatia.
to that Gracia.
Croatia.
Okay. Okay, thank you. These are
Yeah.
pronounced. I wish I had a trans I wish I was had a little option there so I could read off some of these names because these are names I never even heard of. We regret that this is necessary in our attempt to get healthy and to be able to finish the rest of our tour. We have been rocking our way across the globe on the first part of our farewell tour, giving you, our fans, all that we have, the fans. The rigors of the road are the same for all of us, and we have been trying to keep everyone healthy and safe. Unfortunately, we have been hit with a couple of situations that we have been dealing with the best we can. First, our beloved band leader, Red Beach, went down temporarily, and he missed a couple shows, which he mended,
He
and
still
is
can't.
better now. And
Oh, he's
by the
back.
way, yes, he's
Oh,
back.
okay. All right. All
Yeah.
right.
And then the rock of our band, the legendary Tommy Aldridge, went down, and we unfortunately were not be able to play the Rock and Premium Festival this past Saturday. And what's that country's place in Cartagena or something like that? There, yeah. We're really regrettable and apologies of our Spanish friends and fans. Tommy was bad enough at the first time to miss the first show ever in his career. The good news that he is feeling better and is anxious to get back out there to perform for all of you. Statement. Oh, here's more there. Unfortunately, I have now been hit hard as well. I started feeling a little bit under the weather 2 days ago and was just diagnosed with infection of the sinus and trachea. The doctor recommends 5 days of no singing and bed rest. Sadly, that means we're going to not be able to do the shows in Milan, Vienna, and the decision on Zagreb is about to be made. I feel very sorry for all the fans who had planned to see our farewell tour in each of those cities. It is my intention to get better as soon as possible to be able to pick up with the remaining shows of the European farewell tour. You are all in our hearts. All right. Statement from David Coverdale regarding his sinus infection. Right there. All right.
Yeah, any infection's not fun. I've had several.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
mean,
true
like I
there.
thought about that. I thought about that concert because they're doing White Snake and Scorpions.
Yeah.
But I heard some of the because they're touring over in Europe right now, obviously.
Yeah.
And man, Coverdale, it's just not the same. It's just,
Yeah.
I mean, some stuff is all right, but I mean, pretty rough.
Well, you gotta remember that when you get a certain age, your voice ain't gonna be what it used to be there. I mean, but Paul Stanley is a perfect example. Vince Neil is a perfect example. The only one that's able to still cut the mustard is Rob Halford.
It's true.
That's true. Yeah, he's able to sing like a powerhouse. Now, sometimes those old shrieks and the yells that he does, the high pitched screams that he used to do on the earlier records,
Yeah.
a little bit.
They're gonna be in Houston.
All right.
Because they're doing another tour for their Hall of Fame thing, but I think it's the same set list.
All right.
But they're coming to Houston, and ticket prices are like, bro, general admission. I mean, bro, like really, 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 really affordable.
Really?
And yeah, I'm looking up right now. It's at this place called the 713 Music Hall. And see. And maybe by then they might have KK in there. Because that's when is the Hall of Fame? Is it October, November? It's in the fall,
do
right?
not know. Usually, from my best of memory, that would be usually around after the first of the year, the first month or 2 months of the new year. But then again, I may be wrong. See, I've not been paying attention to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, whichever goes down there, because
Bro,
to me
$83 for general admission.
Wow.
So
That's
if you get
surprising.
there early enough, which is easy to do, you can be having Rob Halford right in front of you. And the only bad thing is, I think it's on a Tuesday, bro.
That's true. And, yeah,
on Franklin Street, bro. That's in downtown Houston too.
Nice, yeah. But then again, you know what? This is one of the reasons why one of the many reasons why, they have me coming in. I do a double shift tomorrow because, I need to stack that paper as much as I can,
So they have 2 shows in San Antonio.
Ah.
I mean, they're doing a lot. They're going to play at the where the Islanders used to play in New York.
Ah.
That's October. Ken needs to hit that.
Yeah, definitely. On that. He needs to hear the power of the priest.
Yeah, he can be. Ooh, it's. He could be up in there for $60.
All right.
I mean, the tickets are really cheap, but me and Brown, we're gonna hit that. We're gonna hit that stadium tour. But we're into the we're into the novelty songs tonight.
And by the way, speaking of the stadium tour, I found out from the close source that the real reason why Tommy Lee had his ribs broke, it wasn't because of some accident he had home. It was because of a fight he had with Vince Neil, a physical altercation.
Who said that?
I read it on the in a Rock Report on YouTube not too long ago, and apparently what it was is that during the rehearsals for this tour, Tommy Lee kept poking fun at Vince's weight issues, calling him Fat Boy, Vince Meal, and Vince just had enough, and they started fighting one another, and Tommy ended up with that's what I heard. But then again, when you think about it, Tommy and Vince are the only 2 members of Motley Crue that usually don't see eye to eye at times there. Remember, Tommy Lee had a book out, I forgot the title, but around 2001, 2002, that time period, when he has a solo disc out, and he wrote that Vince Neil is a very disrespectful so and so, so and so. So obviously, those two don't see eye to eye there at times. And I
Damn, I
guess
see. It's
Vince,
on wherethepit.com. It says that too.
yeah,
But anyways, I saw on the Reels channel, there's a
hmm
channel on cable, Reels channel on Sunday.
yeah,
They
I
had a
know that, yeah.
well, if you have it on last Sunday, they had, and they'll probably replay it. Brand new documentary with Vince Neil,
Mm.
and he was answering questions. I mean, like they did to where he people were asking like whoever was asking him questions, but they didn't like you didn't hear the questions being asked. You just hear the answer of Vince Neil. It's just
Yeah.
him talking, but you could tell what the question was. Like he would say like the question would be, when did the band start? So he would be like, well, the band started and blah blah. Like, and it's really good, 2 hours long, two
Oh,
hours long. And he said that the biggest thing I got out of it was he said like when his daughter died,
wow.
the band never reached out to him or nothing.
Wow.
And he said he'll
Because
never
that they were
forget that.
apart at that time, though. But I remember Nikki Six did say the statement that he asked the crew fans to pray for Vince and his daughter.
Well, they have what was one of well, they had a couple '90s albums. One of them was Generation Swine.
And the self-titled one with John Corabi in
Those
1994
those
there.
really didn't do any good, right?
Now, well, the
You know what
one,
I'm saying?
well, Generation Swine could have been a better, could have done a little bit better. But at that time, you got to remember, heavy metal, rock and roll was kind of like a laughing joke because of all these alternative bands that were out there. Whether it's the Wallflowers, the New Radicals, or all those that type of crowd there mocking heavy metal. But the Motley Crue self-titled record, when you listen to some of the songs now, they're pretty good out there. But the problem was people were not ready to accept Motley Crue with a different singer. And it wasn't how many years since the breakup that those two sides occurred a year before, and we still don't know the real deal on what happened there. Because Nikki Six said that Vince left, while Vince said that he was let go. I guess what it was is that there was massive falling out about which direction they wanted to take the crew because this was the new era there. This was a new period of time. The hair metal, the sleaze, the drinking 24/7, banging chicks up and down the walls. That was all passe at that time. There, it was a new era, new values that came in. And I guess, according to many insiders, Vince would have continued that old tradition. All right, I didn't know RP was still on the call here. Wow. Okay, so are we ready to start our topic here? Ark, YR?
Sure.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, which one you want to do first? The original ones or the
Let's do the
parodies?
original. Well, let's do the original because Spike. We got to start with Spike Jones because he
Oh
came up with
yeah,
some real novelty songs there. I remember one he did called "All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth."
yep,
I
yep,
mean, I think Dr. Mental played that one time. I remember hearing that. That's one of the most memorable ones I heard.
yeah. And speaking of the king of novelty, that is Doctor Demento.
Oh yeah, he was the one who basically he was the one who gave where Al his boost when he played a parody of Queen's "Another One Bites the Dust." He called it "Another One Rides the Bus."
Yeah. Okay. You mentioned Spike Lee
Spike Jones.
Jones. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay there.
And there was also Alan Sherman, who
Oh yeah, maybe.
Camp
Yeah, I
Granada.
remembered. Yeah, hello mother, hello father, which was often used a lot of times in
Here I am
a
at
bunch of different.
Granada.
Which was also used in a number of commercials on the radio. I remember hearing.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, One of my all-time favorites was in the '50s was a song by Benny Bell called
Mm.
"Shaving Cream."
Ah, I remember hearing about that. That was the
Ah,
one where the guy was what's that one where he eats some shaving cream and starts seeing things out there?
No, no, no. What this is that they
Okay.
sing the verse, and I wish I could recall a verse off the top of my head. Well, the last one, I suppose. I feel like my song is over. I think that it's time I should quit. If any of you feel offended, stick your head in a bucket of shaving cream.
Mm.
And you do realize that that rhymes with quit, the word that would have been there. And that's the whole thing of the song, is they do the verse, and then they do the second part, and they
What the
talk about,
hell did Bullfrog? What the hell did Bullfrog send us?
I don't know.
Are you looking at this YR?
The fuck is that?
I don't know. It looks like a hamster, and the end of the toothbrush about to go up his butthole.
But at any rate, look up that song and listen to it. It's quite
Mm.
funny.
Okay, there. I definitely do so.
And then had
All
one in
right.
my head. Well, their Nervous Norvus had a few of them. One was called Transfusion, which was about doing crazy crap in a car and needing a blood transfusion. He
Oh
also
wow.
he also did Dinner with Drac.
Mm. Which is a dinner with Dracula, I guess. That's about right.
Yeah, it's kind of along the lines of another one, Monster Mash,
Mm.
which was
Ah,
probably the biggest one of all.
every Halloween they still play that song at some of the Spirit Halloween stores up there.
Yep. And there was another one by a guy by the name of Jumpin' Gene Simmons, which was different from Gene
Mm.
Simmons. And he
So
did
yeah.
one called in the 60s called Haunted House,
Mm.
which basically is a story about a guy that moved in a house that was haunted. But
Ah.
it's an amusing song too.
Ah.
And then there's Frank Gallup did one called Ballad of Irving,
Mm.
who was the 142nd fastest gun in the West.
Ah. I see there.
It's an amusing little song.
I remember there was a song by a guy named Ray Stevens. He wrote this song
Oh,
called
he
"The
had a ton of them.
Streak." The Streak was one of the most recognizable one about a guy who runs around bare naked all around the city streets, streaking. That's what it was called back then.
Don't
And
look, Ethel.
mm. And by the way, I remember there was a couple incidents, a couple guess either football games or whichever, where people would run around streaking or run around naked across the field there. Of course, they ended up being apprehended, of course, for doing so
Yeah,
because it is illegal to do that.
yeah. They had one did it in the Academy Awards one night.
Oh wow! There was a small footage on of the band Uriah Heep performing, and some lady they didn't get the whole view of the girl's body there, but they did a run, but they had a little. They basically the head and shoulders of this woman walking around the stage in the bare buff there,
Hmm.
and David Bryan, the front man, was like, "Oh wow,
Yeah, most people, us, prefer the women streakers.
oh
Not too
yeah,
wild
obviously
about the man
for those,
streaker.
yeah, obviously for the good reason there.
Yeah,
New
yeah,
girls rule.
yeah.
We
And
love watching it. We don't. Go ahead.
of course, Ray Stevens also had a few more. He did Ahab the Arab
Oh yeah.
and Guitar Zan. And let's see what else.
hmm
Because he was one of the first that was recognized for doing that. And then Roger Miller did Dang Me, Chug-a-Lug.
Ah, all right.
I don't sing, or I'd sing you some of them.
All right. Here.
Well, I don't sing
I see.
anymore, not since my throat surgery.
I see there. How's that coming along? Pretty good there? You okay?
What's that?
Your throat surgery.
Oh, I had that like nearly 10 years ago.
Oh, I didn't. I thought it was recently. Like, holy shit, dude, dang.
No, it was a long time ago. Had a
right there.
thyroid removed, and
Fesla,
they managed to nick my vocal cord.
Fesla says to put Bullfrog on the call there.
Who does?
Nah, he's
Fesla,
banned, bro. He's not allowed to be on.
right. Well, I could
Trolls
send
call
it.
his family, Brown. Trolls call his family every time he's on a show
Well,
nowadays.
I'll keep.
So
Well, I will call. Well, you know what?
Well, Bullfrog was
I will.
good the last time he was on the show. He's
no, I'm
fine.
saying like that's cool. Like that's not the problem. The problem is it doesn't matter if he's getting along with people on the show. Like these trolls call his parents and shit during the shows and shit, and
Well,
then
what
Bullfrog
he
gets in
needs
trouble for.
for being on the show. Well, what the Bullfrog should do is, they will find out, ask his parents, find out the numbers of these people who are calling, so we can find out where they live, and we confront them head on and on. Because it sounds like somebody does not want, probably knows his parents, are probably tattletaling on Bullfrog, and that just ain't right.
No, it didn't.
You know. And what Bam in my chat says, the trolls aren't even watching our show, so whatever.
Uh, you wonder how in the world they get any entertainment out of this. But
Well, who cares? Well, I'll give it a shot there. All right, there. I'll add the Bullfrog to the program here.
Hey,
What?
is
What?
he asking to come in?
Well, he didn't ask, but he said.
Well,
but,
okay, so who's asking why we bring him in? He doesn't want to be in here.
Okay, no, we'll let it go at that there. All right.
It's fine, we're good.
Yeah, but at the
so-
same time, you should let a bunch of trolls stop you. No matter what the circumstance.
Well, yeah, but if like they were calling your family while you're on the call and they kept calling and calling and calling them, what do you do?
Well, we find out where to, like, say, we play detective. We find out where to come. We confront them head on and say, "What the fuck you doing this? What do you got against us?" Fight them firsthand. Man up. Take them one-on-one. Uno on uno. Fight back. Plain and simple.
another king of, kind of a king of novelty songs.
Yep.
He did mostly parodies. Was Bob Rivers.
Ah.
Remember, I sent you a few of his.
Yeah, I remember. Yes, you did there.
He did a version of Iron Man called "I Am Santa Claus."
Yeah, I remember that one. Yes, that was played a lot during Christmas time on local stations there.
And then he does one. Do you remember the old Johnny Rivers song "Secret Agent Man"?
Yes, I do.
He did one called
Yeah.
"Seasick Asian Man."
Oh, shit, dude.
And
I wonder how the Asian people feel about that song now.
I don't know. But he also did another one to Black Hole Sun. It was called "Asshole Son." Talking about
Oh, my God. Dude.
You really ought to look up Bob Rivers. He's got probably 400 or 500 songs.
All right.
And
Nice.
they're pretty nice parodies.
All right there. All right there. Definitely ought to look it up sometime there.
And then, like we mentioned, there is Weird Al.
Oh, yeah, the big one. Definitely the big one, the big dog of all of them, because he's still putting out records. He's still touring. He made an appearance in the George Harrison video for "My Sweet Lord," the new one that was released months ago there. It didn't have an official video back then, but they made one just recently to celebrate the anniversary edition of that album, All Things Must Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Now, listen, we cannot forget the movie UHF from, I guess,
Right.
1988.
Yeah.
And all the parodies he did of everything, like and all the subjects he had were from Headline News as well there. The song Headline News, to the tune of that Crash Test Dummy song there.
And he also did Jurassic Park
Uh-huh.
to the tune of MacArthur Park.
Oh, yeah. And we also cannot forget Like a Surgeon, like to the
Right.
tune of Like a Virgin.
Right.
hmm
And the Eat It, the Michael Jackson parody of Beat It.
Yeah, and he did another Michael Jackson parody. Instead of bad, he called it fat.
Yeah,
And remember the album Michael Jackson had called Bad?
right.
Where's albums, the song Fat, that album came from an album Weird Al released entitled Even Worse.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because there are some artists that get offended,
Yeah.
and there are others that love it. From what I understand, Michael Jackson thought it was great.
Yeah. But Coolio, the rapper, who's Gangster's Paradise was
Mhm.
repackaged as Amish Paradise. Was it to throw it about Weird Al covering his spoofing his song there?
Well,
But
some of
what
those
kind of
guys just don't
Coolio
have
do?
a sense of humor.
You know what? Speaking of which, I got to look up this case that I remember hearing about a few years back with probably the Two Live Crew parodying Roy Orbison.
Hmm.
Apparently, what they did is that the Two Live Crew did a hip hop parody of "Oh Pretty Woman," calling it "Two Timing Woman," and I guess the Orbison estate were not too happy about that, and I guess they took the Two Live Crew to court, in which they eventually lost.
Yeah, because I
Let me
think
look up.
most times parodies are okay. You know,
Mhm.
they're kind of. I think they fall under the realm of fair use or something like that.
Absolutely there. Let me look up there. Two Live Crew, Roy Orbison parody court case. Let's see what we got here. All right, there. Let's give it a couple minutes here. Let's see what got here. Let's see here. The only thing that's coming up is Campbell v. Aguff, Rose Music.
Hmm.
Let's see there. Here's what we got here. It's on the Wikipedia. The Campbell versus Cuff Rose Music Incorporated was a United States Supreme Court copyright law case that established a commercial parody can qualify as fair use. This
Right.
cause established the fact that money was made by work does not make it impossible for fair use to apply. It is merely one of the components of a fair use analysis. All right there. And that's about it there. Okay. The members of the rap group Two Live Crew, French Kid Ice, rest in peace, Mr. Mix, a DJ, Brother Marquis, and of course Luther Campbell, who was still using the Luke Skywalker name with two Y's, of course, composed the song Pretty Woman, a parody based of Oh Pretty Woman, and I thought it was a different title, Son of a Name Goat. The group's manager asked Acuff Rose Music if they could get a license to use Orbison's tune for the ballad to be used as a parody. Acuff Rose Music refused to grant the band the license, but Two Live Crew nevertheless produced it and released the parody. Almost a year later, after 250,000 copies of the recording had been sold, Acuff Rose sued the Two Live Crew and its record label, Luke Skywalker Records, for copyright infringement. The district court granted summary judgment for the Two Live Crew, reasoning that the commercial purpose of the parody did not bar it from fair use under C-107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. The ruling pointed out that Two Live Crew's parody, quote unquote, quickly degenerates from the original parody, only used no more than the necessary of the original to create the parody. For those reasons, the court decided it was extremely unlikely that the Two Live Crew song could adversely affect the market of the original.
Right.
The Court of Appeals reversed it and remanded, holding that the commercial nature of the parody rendered it presumptively unfair under the first of four factors relevant under S107 that by taking the heart of the original and making that the heart of a new work, Two Live Crew had taken too much under the third S107 factor, and that market harm for purposes of the fourth S107 act factor there had been established by presumption attaching the commercial uses. All right there. So they prevailed. They basically prevailed on this, which was good news for all the parody artists out there, including Weird Al and Ray Stevens.
Well, another song that ended up in a little bit of trouble was one by a group, a band group, whatever, artist called Little Roger and the Goosebumps. They did a song called Stairway to Gilligan's Island, which was basically the theme for Stairway.
Stairway to Heaven.
With the words to Gilligan's Island.
Oh my gosh.
You got to hear that someday. That is great.
I remember, I think I heard that one time there, a couple of years back. I don't know when it was, but
that song got blocked for a while.
Because of the copyright, the Zeppelins.
What has a lot of these novelty songs or parodies or whatever? Different various commercials on TV, like the jingles.
Oh my gosh!
Sometimes.
Yes, a good point, man. How many times have we heard, this song rearranged and reworked it? That song going through the same to advertise this particular product. For instance, what was that one song?
Ozempic? Yeah.
Yeah, they made that into to advertise this particular medication called Ozempic.
Yeah, the pilot song Magic.
Ozempic.
Yep, that's how they did it.
Wow.
It's
an old pilot song called Magic.
Yes, from the 1970s there. And he also did the same thing with Fleetwood Mac's "Go Your Own Way," but they just made it do kind of like a different version of that. I think it was to advertise another medication that they were advertising on TV at that time there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, in and of themselves, they're kind of novelties, I suppose.
I know, yeah.
Another old one.
So back to the drama. Arknolia, do you hate anyone in the community?
I try to stay out of that.
Yo, RP, get out of here. You can't be here right now.
Oh, shit.
See, you're stirring the pot. All right. That is Nikki Nice in the chat confirmed. All right, I just confirmed her with him.
Oh, have him call the.
He's really hitting us. He's really. Yes, my friend, you know them right. He's really hitting with that. Because it's Gandhi says Gandhi 9. Gandhi 9.
Hey, Nicky Nines, want to join the call? Oh, we're free to. Go ahead, dude.
He said don't add him. Don't add him. He's busy.
Okay.
In 1950, a guy by the name of Phil Harris had a song called "The Thing," which was basically about. He was talking about he found this box with a clapping noise, and that's supposed to be the thing. And it goes on and talks about that. Then, of course, David Seville did "The Witch Doctor."
Oh yeah, with the Alvin and the Chipmunks.
No, not this one. He's just talking about the witch doctor. Ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bing.
Because the one I remember featured the altered voice that he did, and I guess that kind of
it did do the altered voice, but it wasn't Alvin. That was the Christmas song, about me. I want a hula hoop.
Oh, that's right there. I remember that. But the Witch Doctor definitely helped give birth to those characters.
Yeah, and then you had "Splish Splash" by Bobby Darin.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing that song as a kid. There, definitely. Splish Splash, I was taking a bath on a Saturday night.
Sheb Woolley did a song called "The Purple People Eater."
Yeah. You know what? I remember there was this song around 1981, 82 that was played on the local stations around the southeast There was this one particular station in the local area there. It was by Kip Adana. It was called Wet Dream. It was about, every ocean creature, whether it's a fish, jellyfish, here, you name it, was a mention throughout the whole song. It was just telling this tale about hooking up with some girl there. I don't remember how it really went there, but this was ages ago there.
The Coasters did Yakety Yak, Don't Talk Back.
Yeah. And we can't forget Charlie Brown as well.
Right, he's a clown, that Charlie Brown. And
Yep.
Get a Job, Yaddy Da
Everybody
Da.
always. Well, yeah, they came out with lots of good songs there. I think Chuck Berry did one of those song called "My Dingaling." I think it was called, if I'm correct.
Yep. That was
Yeah,
a
you got
good
to
one
give
too.
him. Yeah, you got to give. You got to give the man credit. He did write some good, interesting lyrics there. I mean, the subject behind Maybelline was still top notch in my book there.
Yeah. He had Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini by Brian Hyland.
Oh yeah, that was an old one there.
Does your chewing gum lose its flavor on the bedpost overnight?
That was an old one just as well there.
Tie Me Kangaroo Down Sport.
By Ralph Harris.
Yeah.
You know what? That was that
Kangaroo
song was.
down.
You remember
Bro,
what's
you know
the-
where? Go ahead, Brown, because I got something on this song too. Go ahead.
Okay, you remember Outback Jack, the WWF wrestler back in the day there from Australia there?
Yeah.
That was his theme song for a brief while when he was a part of their roster.
And Wire has some news or something
Yeah.
to say.
It's about that song, most likely, I think.
We lost him. No, he's muted.
Still here. Oh, wow. Probably getting some info there. All right, there. So,
And then, of course, you had the infamous Surfing Bird by the Trashmen.
oh, man, that was a classic, man. Still classic this very day. Which, by the way, which was done awesomely by the Ramones years later on.
Yeah. And then you had the Name Game by Shirley Ellis.
Okay, there. Oh, by the way, the Serpent Bird, became a hit again thanks to that show Family Guy.
Yeah. But the Name Game, the funny thing was people would talk about, let's do it with Chuck, because you knew how the song went, remember?
Oh, yeah, absolutely there.
You add an F, take away the first part.
Yep, absolutely there.
And there was the infamous "They're Coming to Take Me Away," haha.
Oh, my gosh, that was one of the big ones on there, that's for sure, man.
And the funny thing is, there was a whole album of those kind of songs. Like "I'm Glad They Took You Away," "They're Coming to Take Me Away Again," and then he actually on the single, the flip side, was that song backwards.
Oh, wow.
Which was
That's a trick.
weird to listen to.
Wow. I wonder if they had any secret messages in that one there.
I don't buy into that stuff.
Oh, wow. Because I remember they did, because I played at sections of Stairway to Heaven backwards, and I did hear stuff like My Sweet Satan and all that there.
Yeah. And another one, do you remember the Royal Guardsmen?
I don't think I've heard of them. No, not like me on them, definitely for sure.
They did a song, Snoopy versus the Red Baron.
Oh my gosh, that's a long time favorite up there. You look at all this the Peanuts cartoons. It always has Snoopy, pretending that he's this World War II pilot, and it's what they call the Sopwith Campbell, I think it was called there. Always going after the damn Red Baron.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's kind of what that song was about, was him chasing the Red Baron.
And I think that was inspired by the comic strip as well, the scenario that I described.
And of course, Rick Dees did
Disco Duck.
Yep, you got it.
And that was a big hit just as well there. I don't know, and he's on was. I think he released an album titled Rick Dees and His Cast of Crazies there, or better yet, Cast of Idiots in the 80s there, after he got rid of the mustache, the 70s clothes up there. But
Right.
I know, is he still on the air, by the way?
That I don't know.
Let me look it up there on the blah blah there. Let me get this ready here. Let me type his name into the there we go here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I know it's been I know something's up my phone here. I don't know why it's been slow acting like it was here at Anno's work as well there. Rick Dees. All right there. Takes a long while there. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know why it does this, man. You spelled D's wrong, you dork. Talking to the... let me look on the... fuck this. I don't know, for some reason, my phone's been whacking out for some dumb reason there. So I'm going to go to the computer here. All right. I usually check things on my phone to save time because it takes a lot longer on my on the computer at times there.
There was a guy named Dickie Goodman that had several songs where he would act like a reporter interviewing people, and they'd ask the guy a question and they'd play a little bit of a song as the answer.
All right there. I see there. I remember that. Yes, definitely there. And Rick Dees is still alive. He's 72 years old. He lives in Jacksonville, Florida. And he's entertainer, radio personality, comedian, actor, and voice artist. Oh, nice. All right. Cool. And Rick Dees today is, let's see here. Okay, come on. Click on the thing there. Thank you very much. There you go. Scripps Television Network, Fine Line, now the Cooking Channel, has hosted Rick Dees in the morning at 102.7 KIS FM and Hot 92.3 in Los Angeles. Today, he continues his own syndicated daily radio show, Daily Dees, and the syndicated Rick Dees Weekly Top 40 Countdown. All right. So he's still functioning. Thank goodness there. Yay.
Yeah, another song that Nervous Norvus guy I was talking about a minute ago did that was pretty big was something called Ape Call.
Ape Call?
Yeah.
I never heard of that. I guess it's called the Apes, if I'm correct.
No, that's the name of the song is Ape Call.
Ape Call. Oh, okay there.
Yeah, you need to hear that too. That's pretty good.
All right there, definitely. Or better yet, excuse me, better yet, could probably send it to me sometime there.
Yeah, I could do a few of those.
Listen to it. Yeah, definitely, I could listen to them on lunch break sometime there at work. Right. All right, so is YR still here, dude? Or did he take off?
Here, I'm listening.
Oh, okay. Surprised me now.
He's being courteous. Tell him.
All right, that's good there. All right. Okay, so let's see. Any other artists out there today that does this kind of material? I guess
there's not a lot of that going on nowadays. I don't think.
You think it's because of this?
Sometimes it's rap. Some rappers do it sometimes.
Yeah, but nowadays most pop songs and such are novelties in and of themselves. But that's a personal opinion.
There was a lot of rap parodies of other rap songs I remember hearing in the past. There was the Lost Episodes doing what they called the Honeymooners rap. And there was this other rapper whose name escapes me. They were spoofing all these other rappers, like when it came to Ice-T. But when it came to Eazy-E, it came with a bleep and a blah blah beep 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 beep. because Eazy-E back then it was highly recognized for cussing all the hell out of his lyrics there. And this was years before he became popular in the rap scene years on down the line. And I think there was, I remember there was this, no, that was a mashup, my bad. I was thinking of something different there. There was all the, I forgot the guy who did this, but I forgot it just slipped my mind for some dumb reason. Son of a bitch. Oh, well. He'll come back to me later on. I'll probably put it down or I'll type it down there somewhere.
If I send you some stuff by email,
Hmm.
can you pass it on to YR?
Okay, I will definitely, for sure, will do that. Definitely.
Because I assume you know his email address.
Yeah, I'm doing. Well, I
Well,
know.
no, through Skype. What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that, but I'm not real good at that sort of thing.
Or just send it to Earl, and Earl can send it to me on Skype.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
we could do it. That's what I'm thinking as well there.
Yeah, I'm going to put some of these together and send them to Earl because there's stuff here that when he hears it, he'll go like, whoa, hey, okay.
Yeah, I see there. Yeah. It's always good to hear a good parody now and then there. Oh, yeah. I remember this one here. It was a song called, it was a spoof of the Box Tops, The Letter. It was called Vanna Pick Me a Letter. I think it was Dr. Dave. The guy sounded like a Cheech Marin, but it was about Wheel of Fortune.
Hmm.
I know that was often played on the radio a couple times there, I remember.
Dr. Earl,
That's my name.
you care to fucking dick?
We're
You
doing
care
a
to
drama
share-
show after this, RP. All right.
Here we go. Oh, shit. Anyways, okay, so, do we have any more? I already have any you want to mention there that need to be...
Just really the only one I knew about was the Weird Al. The Nirvana song, too. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah. I remember the video. It was called Smells Like Nirvana. And it was like, I remember the story behind that was how apparently it was so poking fun how people couldn't understand the words of that song. It smells like Teen Spirit. But, it's hard to remember with all these marbles in my mouth there. That was always a good one there.
From what I understood about what you were saying a minute ago, I assume we're not doing tomorrow night because you got some kind of a big double shift or something.
Yeah, I do. Yes, so I got it. We're low on staff right now, currently, and they got a lot of things that they need that have been backed up that need to be done. And basically, hopefully, I guess I understand I'll be done around 9 or 8 p.m. there. But by the time I get home, I'll be a dead tired, dead ass tired, and probably hit the hay and head to bed right then and there. Bing, bam, boom. Yeah.
Well, then I guess we're talking about next Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Suggested topic I'm thinking of would be something like Southern rock. It'd be like, let's cover things like the Allman Brothers and etc.
Black Oak, Arkansas.
Yeah, I guess the criteria will be stuff that, we could do Southern country rock too. And that way we can add Poco and bands like that.
Yeah, definitely there.
Pure Prairie League.
Oh, yeah. Which featured Vince Gill.
Oh, on 1 or 2 albums.
Yeah, sure there. I think it was involved with that one song called Let Me Love You Tonight. I remember that was a big hit on the radio around that time there.
Yeah, but he wouldn't remember. Vince Gill was in the group, but he was way late in the group.
Oh, yeah.
Another topic for a future day would be one-hit wonders.
Yeah, we got to definitely, because I still hear it, all of them, a lot of times at the music speaker at my workplace here. I used to hear him at the Kroger I used to work at back in Michigan. I still hear him a lot of times when they go to some of the Goodwills and around the area here. Like, geez, dude, you hear it? Like, you only have one song and they're gone.
Yeah. Either that or one song that was a huge hit and all the other songs were minor, if they were hits at all.
Yeah. Or just one song and that'd be it.
Yeah.
All right. We got a long list of that one there, regardless of genre.
Which one do you want to do Wednesday?
I say we do the one-hit wonders for Shizzle there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I know why I do remembers a few there.
Did we do that
You
already or
remember?
no?
No, I
No, I
don't
don't
think we
think so.
did.
All right,
No,
good.
definitely. All right, there. So I guess this you're going to do your drama show, right? I guess.
Yes.
All right, I'll probably listen for a little bit, and I'll probably, like I said, had to hit the hay because I gotta get up at 4 in the morning. Got to punch clock in at 6. Fun, fun, fun. But then again, like I said, I need to start stacking up my paper, and this is the best way to do it. Get paid overtime, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
So
And if you happen to work
I just
Monday,
thought,
that's double time, isn't it?
you know, pretty much, well, I don't. Well, remember, Mike, I've been working Mondays for the past since Memorial Day. Remember,
Yeah.
my days off currently are Wednesdays and Thursdays. Currently at the
But
moment.
Monday's a holiday.
Mm,
4th of
really
July.
forgot. Oh, that's right there. Wow. I think we'll probably be open on that day for sure.
Well, if you work that day, it's supposed to be double time.
Wow, I gotta check what's going on there about that when I go in tomorrow. I think they kind of gave me a clue what's going on there when you think about it. I guess we're gonna be setting up things for that particular day. I guess there ahead of time.
Yep.
All right, all right. So I guess that concludes our show for today. And like I said, I'd love to go live with you guys tomorrow, but
Oh, I'm going to
make it
mention
that
real
paper.
quick. A couple of
Hmm.
weeks ago, I called into Derail's show
Ah,
and gave us, well, actually, Drew gave us a little plug.
all right,
So,
nice.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Drew.
Drew.
yeah,
Thank you, Drew, man.
I
All
thought that
right.
was awful nice of him.
Ah, nice.
I mean, he did it without a prompt.
All right, yeah, nice. All right, we got to get Drew on this show again sometime soon there.
Yeah, yeah.
All right there. All right. So for Ark, for YR and myself, you guys enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening. Stay cool, stay safe, and stay awesome. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
All right. All right.